Good morning, students. So, today we are going to read act number 34 and 35 from the novel Around the World in 80 Days. And in act number 33, we have read that Mr. Fogg thought that he had lost the bet, but actually, they have not lost the bet. They have calculated the time wrong. So, let us read what happened in act number 34. Passepartout turns the gas off. Now, Passepartout was very sad because he thought that his master has lost the best bet and nothing can be done. So Mr. Fogg went home with his two companions. Who are the two companions here? Oda and Passepartout. He kept quiet although he was ruined, but he braved everything with equanimity. Equanimity means with great calm, with calmness. After passing all the hurdles, all the obstacles successfully, he had to bow down before law and order. It was ironical because he had not committed any wrong. How terrible! He had very little money left now. Okay? He didn't commit any wrong, but still he was put behind the bars. And, and it's so very terrible that no money was left with him. He would have to return the £20,000 to his fellow members of the Reform Club, as decided earlier. He had taken up the bet for honour's sake and not to make himself rich. Oda was severely distressed. She was seriously disappointed. She was not at all happy. She was also afraid that Mr. Fogg might kill himself. Passepartout went up to his room immediately and turned off the gas. He was responsible for the bill. He also kept vigil outside his master's room. The night passed. Mr. Fogg called him in the morning. Look after Oda and see to her breakfast, he said. He himself did not have much to eat. Having settled his affairs, he sent word to Oda. Mr. Fogg sent word to Oda through the servant to give him a few minutes in the evening. That means Mr. Fogg wanted to talk with Oda. Passepartout looked at his master with a heavy heart. He was very sad for his master. It was all my fault, he lamented. He was mourning. He was in a sorrowful mood. He went to Oda and informed her of his master's which is that my master wants to meet you. Oda did not have the faintest idea what Mr. Fogg was going to tell her. I'm so grateful to him. I'm so thankful to him. Has he ever understood my gratitude? She thought. The house remained quiet throughout Sunday as if nobody stayed there. Mr. Fogg did not go to club at 11:30. He found no reason to go there, since he had failed to appear on December 21. About 7:30, Mr. Fogg sent word to Oda asking whether she could see him. Then he came down to her room, sitting near the fireplace. Mr. Fogg said, Can you forgive me, madam? Yes, of course. I brought you here from India because that place was dangerous for you. I was a rich man then. I could have helped you to settle down properly. But now I am ruined, Fogg said calmly. I would rather ask you to forgive me for following you so far. Your delay might have been caused by me. So, I would rather ask you to forgive me for following you so far. Your delay might have been caused by me. So, who is the speaker here? Speaker here is Oda. Miss Oda is speaker here. No, no, don't say that, was the reply from Mr. Fogg. Please allow me to give you whatever little I possess. I want to share something with you, whatever I am having right now. I need nothing, was the answer from Oda. But what will happen to you? Let me see. Perhaps your friends and relations can help you, was the reply from Oda. I have none. Oh, I am sorry. Loneliness is dreadful, was the answer from Oda. They remained silent. I can be your friend and a relation. So, who is the speaker here? Who is recommending herself? I can be your friend and relation. Miss Oda, would you marry me? So the speaker of these lines is Oda. Mr. Fogg, his eyes bright, stood up. He was seeing a truly noble woman who was not only sincere but also firm. I love you, Oda. I'm yours. The lady raised her hand to her heart. She was very happy. Then 35th act is there. Fogg reaches the club on time. Mr. Fogg called Passepartout and asked him to go at once and give notice to Reverend Samuel Wilson, the priest, to get him and Oda married the next day, Monday. He turned to the lady and said, "Will tomorrow do?" That means we are going to have our marriage tomorrow on Monday. "Yes, tomorrow Monday," she replied happily. Passepartout ran towards the house of Reverend at 5 minutes past 8. So at that time it was 8 past 5 minutes. Okay. Then meanwhile we must find out the outcome of the event in the London. Now what was happening in the London at the Reform Club? The public opinion changed once it was known that the real culprit had been arrested on December 17 at Edinburgh. Now Phileas Fogg was not only an honest man, but he was like a hero in the eyes of people. The papers, that means the newspapers, were full of this report. People were excited. Fogg's fellow members waited anxiously. Where was the man? Nothing had been heard of him. Was he dead? Was he alive? Would he appear on Sunday, the 21st of December, at 8:45 in the evening? He was an epitome of punctuality. Mr. Fogg was an epitome. Epitome means perfect example. He was perfect example of punctuality. They waited with bated breath. Bated breath means they waited very anxiously. They means the people and even the friends at the Reform Club. A great crowd assembled on the roads leading to the Reform Club. They blocked the traffic. The police had difficulty in controlling the crowd. The 5 fellow members who had betted with Fogg waited at the club for 9 hours. When the clock showed 20 minutes past 8, Andrew Stuart got up and announced, "In 20 minutes the time agreed upon will expire." At what time did the last train from Liverpool arrive? At 20 minutes past 7. Then Fogg shouldn't been here by now. Then Fogg should have been here by now. We have won the bet. Then next is, wait. Don't rush into things. You know how eccentric. Eccentric means very strange and unusual. That fellow is. That means Mr. Fogg was very strange and unusual fellow. He never arrives too soon or too late. He may turn up at the last minute, but we have received no communications from him. That means he has lost the bet. The China arrived from New York yesterday. The China is the name of the ship that arrived from New York yesterday. Fogg's name is not there in the list of passengers. Who knows whether he had reached America or not? That's true. We will present Fogg's check at the bank tomorrow. The clock struck 8:40. Then, "Let's wait for 5 minutes more," said Andrew Stuart. They sat down calmly and started to play a game of cards. The clock showed 8:42 and 8:45 was the exact time when Mr. Fogg he has to reach there. The players couldn't concentrate. They couldn't focus. Concentrate means to focus or to pay all attention on something. Their eyes were on the clock. 8:43, 2 minutes more, 1 minute more. They stopped playing. They counted the seconds. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There was nothing till the 50th second. At the 55th second, there was a loud noise outside. It was people's applause. At the 57th second, the door opened and there was Phileas Fogg himself. "Here I am, gentlemen," said Fogg calmly. So dear students, today please read these both acts. You have to read both of these acts. We are going to do the question answers in tomorrow's live class. Please prepare the acts.